What's up, guys? Powerbang here, bringing you guys the next war recap. It is a special episode. It is Christmas here. Very, very Merry Christmas to you guys that celebrate it. Happy holidays to those that don't. Hopefully that you guys had a great time with your families. This will probably come out after you've gotten done with the festivities of the season. However, it's still going strong for me. I've got split families and, remarried and divorces and all that to deal with, so a ton of destinations to go to, and we are going out of town in the morning, actually, the wife and kids and I. And so I will be recording this recap as well as another to schedule for tomorrow night for you guys. But 114 to 93 was the final over Night Clan, a level 9 clan. And let's go ahead and check out the war stats. We had 34 3-stars to their 13. And we ended up at 95% average destruction, which was great. So as far as their clan, 172 wins, level 9 like we talked about. And I was surprised to see a lot more go wipe and go wee wee than I would expect from a clan with those statistics. But, it is what it is. Hopefully they learned a few things. 114 stars put us 6 away from the perfect war. And if you guys check out the Town Hall 9s, perfect slate once again with no dipping from the Town Hall 10s. 9s took care of business. Everything 3-stars. So really nice job to our guys there. Several Town Hall 10 triples as well. Couldn't quite get them all knocked out, guys. It's still a tall order, but we are seeing more and more success with those Town Hall 10s as time goes on here. So one thing that was kind of a bummer for me was if you look at the Town Hall 9 raids here, notice that the replay is not available. Unfortunately, Clash reset the servers to do the 1 gem boost, and you'll notice that I lost almost all of my content. So some really, really, truly awesome raids here today, guys. Not going to be able to see them. However, I did go ahead and record, we got a few to record here, and we're going to go ahead and get to those now. Luckily, we had a couple Town Hall 10s that attacked later in the war, unlike Luke here, who had his first attack wiped out. Town Hall 10 triple on their number 6, but let's look at number 3. This is by Dad. So this is a typical Town Hall 10 ring-style base. And what he's going to do is just drop 2 jumps in the corner there. And he's going to start breaking that defensive ring with the side golems coming in here. So we'll fast forward through this part. Wizards on the side create that trash building funnel. And then he wall breaks in the upper right wall. And then sends in some golems, giants, heroes. You're going to see the Grand Warden come down because Dad is a max Town Hall 11. Offensively speaking anyways. But a jump spell goes all the way to the core there. So everything's kind of heading in. The queen is en route, so they're going to nuke her really quickly. And then the golems, the witches, everything, the heroes are all jumping into that core. Really nice job. And as they encounter both of those Inferno Towers, the Grand Warden pops that invulnerability ability. And everything is going to kind of stand up to those Infernos for just long enough to get the first one taken out. The second one is frozen, and now they've got that Town Hall down. Once they get the king down, the second Town Hall, the second Inferno Tower goes down. And at this point, we're looking at smooth sailing pretty much, guys. We've got a lot of witches working that upper left portion. They're going to have just enough skeletons to generate to keep them out in front and make sure that they're not actually getting picked off themselves and they're able to take out those defenses. And then in the core, we've got the king, we've got the queen, we've got the Grand Warden who has his aura on both of them. So not a whole lot of incoming damage. And at this point, it's kind of a foregone conclusion. All of the heroes pretty much at full health, and the queen still with her ability left. So we'll start to fast forward. He's just basically walked right over this base like it wasn't even there. Completely crushes it. Dad with a 3-star once again. That Max Town Hall 11 is something else so far, guys. So if you're wondering about moving up as a Town Hall 10, I recommend it because as a Town Hall 10, you're not really able to do some of the things that an 11 is just due to having that Grand Warden. All right, the next attack is on Ash X-side here. And it looks like Luke has got himself a 6-star war. So the first thing that happens is he drops a Quake. And then he's going to drop some Zaps here. And unfortunately, the enemy has lost his clan castle. In addition to the queen, in addition to an Inferno Tower. So his base is crippled at this point. Luke still has a haste spell in the bag. And he's just going to go ahead, wall break in here. And with the help of 1 giant as tank, that queen is going to be able to knock out the defenses necessary to walk in and get an air defense trimmed. So that's the whole goal on that side. He's gotten defense buildings trimmed out. He's gotten the air defense taken care of. And this is going to eventually force all of the balloons on that side to the core. Now on the other side, once the queen's taken care of her responsibilities over there in that air defense and the defensive buildings, you're going to see a giant come down to tank on the bottom left. Now the king and some wizards are going to help funnel and behind one giant and wall breakers get into this compartment, and he's got the exact same task. Take out all of the buildings in this compartment here, specifically that air defense, and that is going to leave only 2 air defenses for his La Lune portion of the raid, where he has 3 lava hounds and 21 balloons. That is a ton. So into the first air defense, the lava hounds come from all 3 sides, soaking up every trap. The balloons are pretty much untouched. The Grand Warden comes in to kind of help things out. He is targeting air, and in addition to helping, knock down some of these buildings, he's got that aura on all of the balloons just in case they do get targeted. They don't go down very quickly. So trailing in some balloons here, he's got a final hound that comes in from the backside there, looking really good. And balloons come in the backside, take out the wizard towers as a priority. Those are gone, and everything is basically just collapsing now on that final air defense. He's going to lose a few balloons here to those that air defense that, it's taken out the final hound. However, he uses his invulnerability there just for a brief moment with that Grand Warden. All of his balloons become immune to the damage. They get into the final air defense, knock it out, and he's got 1 point defense left, which is just not enough to take down the rest of his balloons. The cleanup process starts. He's got pups, he's got loons, he's got the Grand Warden, and that's going to be another 3-star for the good guys. Nice work to Luke, and congrats, my man, on the 6-star war. All right, number 6, as we saw, no go. So what are we going to do for raids? Well, we're going to have to go all the way down. Just look at the raids here, guys. Not available, not available, not available, not available. We got to go all the way down to number 30 here. We're going to check out Wilson. And Wilson comes at this base, and he's got a queen walk that's going to be coming in. So let's watch his queen do her thing. He just walks her straight up to an exposed enemy archer queen. Now, this was one of the weakest bases that the opponent had. Unfortunately, this is what I have to show. But his archer queen walks in and basically takes out the enemy archer queen in a swap. And then she's going to head north, it looks like. So nice job with that. She does not get that queen platform taken out. We're going to see that come into play in just a moment here. So she's going to head in. Wall breakers come up top, and that's going to split the 2 golems. They're going to redirect, head into the base. Wizards in behind. They're going to encounter the clan castle here. So a poison spell goes down. And you're going to see the wizards take care of business because the queen has decided to head back the other direction. She switched directions on us rather than targeting the buildings at the top left. That was probably Wilson's fault for dropping the queen too far to the left to begin with because she did not pick up that initial queen platform as we saw. But the quadruple bomb and the core goes off, and now he knows his base is done because he's got 15 hogs and 2 heals left in the bag. No bombs left to worry about, so in comes the 2-finger drop from the right side, and he's able to just overpower the rest of the base. Immediately drops the heal spell, so he loses very few hogs as they're standing in heals the whole time, and most of the core is preoccupied with that king, those golems in there. Really, really nice job, Wilson. He's got another heal spell there for the bottom, working his way through, just completely smashes it. Everything looking really good. They have to walk up to the last wizard tower, and that is that. That's going to be a 3-star for the good guys. Wilson putting his 3 up on the board, and we were really loving it. So nice work to you, man. And try dropping that queen a little bit more straight onto that compartment and maybe dropping a wizard to funnel so she does not have to walk back later on in the raid as she is prone to do. So very, very nice job. All right, guys, let's look at 35 next. We just have a couple more because, like I said, guys, replay not available. Very, very little to show you. So we're just going to grab what we have. We've got some anti-3-star action here at least. So Bandit's going to come in. He's bringing just a traditional stone go-ho. 3 golems in on top. 3 wizards on each side to create that nice and wide funnel. And that queen's going to go down in the middle there. And then once everything's kind of created, a couple wall breakers go in, open up the wall. And it looks like now that all the buildings are gone, he can target that second wall as well once the king heads in. So he's into this compartment. There's a rage spell. Poison spell comes down to slow up the clan castle, and he trails in 2 wall breakers perfectly. Look at this. They rage up, break open that level 9 wall. Absolutely wonderful. Now he's got a jump spell all the way in the center portion of this base that opens up the rest of it completely. there's nothing that the guy can do at this point because he was able to successfully break in 2 layers of walls with his wall breakers. If you can manage to do that successfully, you're gonna be successful a very large proportion of the time. Just loved it. Unfortunately, he does hit a little bit of bacon here towards the end of this raid, I believe. But surgically kind of putting in, some hogs here. He groups up too many on the front group, and as they kind of converge on that air defense, they do make bacon. But that's okay. He's got enough hogs left in the bag to go ahead and handle his business. And he does still have his queen up, and he's got wizards working the edge of the ring over here, guys. That's why it's important to go ahead and have wizards working that trash ring early in case you end up with a situation like this where you make bacon right at the very end and you don't have the hog power to clean up as quickly as you'd like. It's really, really important to have that wizard already going on the other side, if not 2 wizards working on the opposite side, kind of by where you started and where your hogs are not going to end up. So look at how far that wizard gets in the cleanup process before the hogs get over. Really, really like the raid, Bandit, and nice work to you this war, my friend. All right, guys, one more we're going to look at. This is going to be number 36, and this is probably the best attack that I have, on file that, for the Town Hall 9s. Really, really liked it. Demand Myth Legend here comes in with the Queen Walk, and I love the way he opens up the wall here with the wall breakers. Now, he first clears the compartment of the wizard towers. Now, there's no compartment. There's no buildings in that compartment for the wall breakers to target. So they're going to target this center compartment, and that is going to cause those golems to redirect, just like so, and head into this archer tower compartment. And that allows the jump spell to get all the way to the queen while getting all of those defenses taken out. And he's going to back that up with some Valkyries coming out of the clan castle, as well as his king. And he knows that there's a lava hound in the clan castle, so the goal there is just to basically ignore it by sending in ground targeting troops in his king and his Valkyries to get all the way back to that queen. So they take out the buildings, the queen's going to come over, and because that jump is there, if the jump wasn't there, the troops can't get over the wall, and that queen does not die. But she does die, and a double jump opens up the rest of the base. Look at how many compartments that last jump is touching. The king is going to take out that Expo, head to the center compartment, where he's already able to help the Valkyries take out everything. The queen's work on the bottom ring. She's going to get every point defense that's exposed down there. And then he's got hogs coming in from the top, taking out the rest of the base here. Just completely wrecks this thing. That jump spell leads the king and the Valks into the last compartment where they take out the wizard tower, which is absolutely beautiful. They get a double bomb trigger with the kill squad. Look at where he got this thing triggered, right here, and he entered on the far side of the base. I mean, just brilliant. Absolutely love this demand. And, the vision to get that double jump to span all of those compartments and to wall break in, at the right spot. That was excellent, man. Really, really liked the raid. Completely crushes it. His king and queen survives. The Valk survive. The Hog survives. And he's got that golem taking the fire at the lava hound for the entire raid, which is exactly what you want to do. So really, really nice work. 3 stars for the good guys. Puts up another perfect slate there for WHF on the 9s. Absolutely wonderful, man. I loved it. So I've been out, guys, the last couple wars doing the Christmas thing. Been busy with the family. So hopefully you guys have liked what you've seen from the compadres holding the fort down while I'm gone. 114.93 is the final. You guys are going to see some more range stuff coming your way on the channel right after the Christmas break here. We're going to be mixing it up with quite a few top clans in the Fair Play War community. Really, really like it. So very, very good job, guys, while I'm gone. Impressed. WHF holding down with the victory over Night Clan. Stay tuned till next time, guys. Tomorrow night should have another recap up that I'm recorded while I'm off partying somewhere, opening presents. Anyways, guys, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Happy holidays to you guys. Hopefully you got everything you wanted. Hopefully you've had some splendid time with your families and your kids and all that kind of stuff. So for me, WHF, this is Powerbang. Signing out till next time, guys. Take care. Right up the gut of this base, assuming that wall is open, and you'll notice he brought 3 wall breakers to make that happen.